Hi guys! Orchid lover here in Australia. It's been a while that I didn't download any videos, and I thought today, before December, I'm gonna update you any of these things for what's going on in my channel. We just been touring for a while, that is why we were too busy. Anyhow, here is the lovely orchids here. Beautiful Phalaenopsis. And look how pretty is that in so close. I like the color. There's a purple in the lip, and it's kind of batik color, call it in Tagalog. Look at the pointed purple here. It's pretty beautiful orchids. I always love the moth Phalaenopsis, or you call this Phalaenopsis or moth orchids. They're really wonderful, and if you know the basic in needs for these orchids, then you know exactly and how to thrive these orchids. If you love them, if you nurture them, if you give them enough nutrients, as what I always said in my past videos, of course these orchids will give you love back in return. It's funny because this is how I feel in my my collections at home, and I really love plants. I got some succulents, I got the orchids, and just really beautiful. And this is the color. See how beautiful is that one? And look at the leaves as well. She is pretty healthy. See this one? I need to wipe this a bit, but now it's spring in my place here in Australia, and we are over with the winter now. So look at this. It's just been pretty hot, and it's just kind of weird climate this time. And look at this. We are being bush fire anyhow somewhere in Australia. Look at this. It's just kind of weird spring weather here now. Look at this. It's pretty dry, and almost every day if I got a time, I always give them spray with my spray, so it won't hurt them. Especially this one, I always spray them gently and slowly, so they're not choking. And also I always wet this one a little bit, but not too much, because you will end up rotting your leaves, and also your roots as well. You end up doing the rot. And look at the green leaves in the bottom here. I mean the green roots in the bottom. So I just hide that for now. Today I got time, and I give them some water here as well, so it's pretty good. So I think this kind of orchid pot is very nice, quick to dry, and you don't have problem of getting the rot in here, because look at that. Look at how awesome these beautiful pots in here. They're plastic one, but it's kind of medium duty, not heavy duty, but it's very good. Unlike in the ceramic thing, they don't have any slotted holes like this, but this one is pretty good. And I saw the roots, what's going on of the activity of the roots. I saw the area of the roots here that we are pretty green, so I always checking that whenever I can. And you can see in the bottom as well how really neat this kind of pot. See the moss here? The moss at the moment is pretty dry, and because in early night here, so I don't want to give them water, because they don't want to get wet in the night. So okay, and I give them a big light in the really beautiful sun shining, but not really direct sunlight, otherwise you're much. Just give them really morning light. That's what they need, and don't overwater them. And by the way guys, I use the orchid bark that I found in my local shop here in Australia. I use the orchid bark, that's the size, especially for the orchids. And also I mix this with the sphagnum moss, and also some of my orchids I mix it with the half bark, some barks, and orchid bark, and especially for orchid anyway. And also this one, see, I show you this I got Oncidium sweet sugar here. You call it cakey. They're baby, but not so baby anymore. They're growing really good. See how healthy she is. That's what you call Oncidium sweet sugar. By the way, this one I tried to put this in the fall water culture, but I found out the roots is not really liking the water culture. So anyhow, I just experiment her and then I put her. Why not? I'm thinking putting her in the moss, sphagnum moss, and the orchid bark. And also, especially guys, I also put, did you know what it is? This is beautiful one, give a lot of aeration. I use this one for that, so it is really good aeration and drain really well. And by the way, this pot that I bought from the local shop, it wasn't really had a nice hole like this. I just make the hole. This one I drilled the hole, and see that one in the hole, just only that in the bottom, which is pretty good, but I'm not contented with that. I'm not happy, so I just get this here. I drill more holes. I will show you one day how to drill the holes through the plastic pots. And this one, see, I drilled that holes, and I think she is happy. And this Oncidium sweet sugar, the soda bulbs, which mean this one here, soda bulbs, they put a lot of water here. They save the water here, so whenever there is no water involved, and then they can use it with it. And see how healthy the leaves is. I show you if I can focus now. The leaves is pretty good. It's really green. Anyhow, that's how I use now. I mix it with the bark and some of this good aeration. This one is really good for the orchids, and sphagnum moss. Anyhow, that's where I put it, because she doesn't like the fall water culture, even though I use the really clean water. So the rot, I noticed her roots is kind of mushy, and I just keep peeling the outside roots. So I was thinking about that. Anyhow, 3 weeks ago I just put her in this kind of ingredients that I make. So anyhow, she looked pretty good, and she getting more and more growing leaves. And look at that really shiny leaves she got here. I'm really wishing her the best, and I'm happy for that. And all my babies are growing really good. Anyhow, there is some orchids that really love the kind of system like this, dried one, and semi kind of water, dip in the water and then remove it with the moss and sphagnum moss, and this one as well. But some orchids, they do like the water culture, full water culture. But guys, remember, when you do the full water culture, you have to at least 1 week or 5 days soak them in the water for 24 hours, and then within 5 days you have to remove this like this slowly. Look at the roots, they're beautiful, and she's growing really good. Look at this. Did you see how beautiful the leaves are? They're nice and shiny, and more baby leaves coming out. I like these plants, I do. And at least every 6 days I take it out from the water completely for 24 hours. I just remove the water, drain the water, I just transfer the water again and check the roots and everything, and then I give them chance to dry, and that's it. After that, when I do dry, day after tomorrow, I give them water again, but of course clean water, and I clean the base as well. And like at least 5 days giving them just completely clean water. And then in following week as well, when I do this and cleaning them and checking them all, I will give them a proper orchid nutrients, their vitamins that that's in my link, some of the video there. I think I'm gonna show you if how I feed my orchids. Yeah, it's somewhere in my video. And that's it. This one here, the water a little bit dark, but doesn't mean that they are not growing really well. But she looked very happy. It's really happy orchids. Okay, that's it for today, guys. And anyhow, this is beautiful orchids. I always put this one here. I make sure I make a lot of holes as well. This is not actually the real orchids that you can put a pot for orchids. They are kind of dark and you can see the lights in the daytime, so this one is pretty good. Give them a proper light in the daytime, especially in the morning. That's it, guys, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm beautiful Phalaenopsis here. She is beautiful. They are lovely, aren't they? You're just gonna love the color of this one. Such a beautiful orchids. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys, and if you do enjoy, please consider yourself subscribe us and give us a like or share even, and we will do the same support for you as well. And I hope you have a wonderful day, and orchid lover here in Australia. Thank you so much for watching and have a good day. Bye everyone.